Here is a submission for Hack for Good from Tel Aviv. We made an application called VoluntHere, which is a play on the words volunteering and here. It's a volunteering app for the local area, and the way it works is a person requiring help. On the left hand side here you can see the sign up page. The person chooses what category of help they would like. In this example it's babysitting, and then they have an option to either show their name or to stay anonymous, and this is to protect the vulnerable, and I'm going to get into that in a moment in the next slide. And then when they sign up, then on the next page a map shows up where locally they can find volunteers, and if they like the look of them, then they can initiate a chat. Which brings me to the next slide. The Foursquare API also provides the local charities in the area, and we've included a call now button. Then when a volunteer signs up, he has to go through quite a few more hoops, and this is to protect the vulnerable, as I stated just now. And the way they sign up is they have to choose, select what category they would like to volunteer for: babysitting, helping the disabled, helping the elderly. And then the app asks them to show their face to those people needing help by connecting with Facebook and pulling in their profile. And this is only a small step to creating trust, which is very important, and also to create some sort of authenticity. And to protect the vulnerable, as I said before, they can choose to be anonymous, but also the volunteers have to get vetted. And one partial step of the vetting is that they pull in their Facebook profile. Now that of course can be faked, but to increase the vetting, they can get registered by a local charity, and then they get a star next to their profile. The volunteer can choose how close to home that he wants to stay, because we want to encourage as many people as possible to help an hour a week to the elderly lady at the end of the street. If my grandmother needs someone to help her with to carry her shopping from the car to her upstairs flat, these are the type of things that we want to encourage people to volunteer for. And then, as I said, there's a chat feature. If a person requiring help likes the sight of somebody, then they can initiate a chat, or they can approve the chat request. For this, we've set up in the back end, we're using Socket.io, which makes it relatively easy. To encourage people to volunteer, we're using the Facebook Open Graph, and every time a person volunteers, it appears on their timeline as having volunteered for either babysitting, helping the elderly, shopping for another, you name it. Now, how to pay for all that hosting and these advanced features? Well, we can sell ads, just add in ads into the app itself. Secondly, another option is we can sell the geo data. This is very hot right now in the mobile industry. Popular apps like Waze, Viber, WhatsApp, although they don't show ads in the app itself, the way they monetize and they keep themselves running is through selling the data of where you are right now. So if you're using those apps, well, you can guarantee that when you open your browser, the big brands can make sure that if you're in Target or in Sears, that you buy Nike instead of Adidas, because they will see where you are and they can target you. A third option for paying is just sponsorship by Rackspace, Heroku, and other big hosting brands. Then to encourage people to volunteer, then the big brands can give gifts to the top volunteers, those with the highest amount of stars that they accumulate. So Coca-Cola congratulates Joe on volunteering 81 times in the last 6 months, or something like that. If you want to look at the web app, then you can go to volunthereapp.tk//map, and the mobile app should be downloadable from volunthereapp.tk. Thank you very much. This was the submission for Hack for Good for Tel Aviv 2013.